Hello everyone, welcome to a quick new video. This video is going to be about my Speed 400. This bike over here which you see here was bought on January, and I'm facing a problem which I really did not note until yesterday. So I'll tell you what all problems I'm facing, and I'm really disappointed with Triumph to provide me a motorcycle while the delivery with such a major issue in my bike. And I did not even notice it because I felt that this is how the bike works. And once I like came to know yesterday how the new bikes or how the Speed 400 behave, and I have faced a major issue, and also I met with an accident because of this. I'll be telling you what the problem is, and then I'll show you. Then I'll tell you how I came to know about this problem. The Speed 400 which I bought recently, like I told you, and the problem which I'm facing over here is regarding my front brakes. So what the issue is, when I took the delivery of the motorcycle, I felt that the motorcycle bikes, maybe particularly Speed 400 bikes front brakes is always so spongy, and the braking performance of the front brake is a bit lacking. That was because this motorcycle being so heavy, this one has a 300 front disc and two 300 front disc, and to complement that, what Triumph has done is they are given us sintered pads. So with sintered pads, like with my experience with all the other bikes with the sintered pads, like the KTM Duke 390 and majorly the Duke 390 which comes with the sintered pads, the bite on that motorcycle is pretty good. And even on the Royal Enfield this one GT 650 and the Interceptor 650 which comes with sintered pads, the performance of those brakes are very good, and they are very capable enough also. And I was wondering, this bike having a great quality brake pads, still this doesn't give me the feedback and the performance what a sintered pads brake should give. So like you see over here, the brake lever of my motorcycle, okay, goes still here. See, can you see this? It will go still here, and sometimes while on hard braking, it even touches the accelerator. So see here, this is how much the gap which is remaining after pressing, and it is going till here. It is going till here, till the end. It almost touches the accelerator. So the problem which I faced with this is, while during the delivery and when I bought the new bike, I did not feel that this was some sort of problem and this is how the motorcycle behaves. But later on, over here, like whenever I press the like all the other motorcycles, if you even press this much also, the brakes like start biting. Okay, but with my motorcycle, I have to press till here. Then to hard brake or to make it more pronounced, I have to press it much more. Because this thing, the problem which I faced was, I met with two accidents, not one accident. I met with two accidents. This was all because of the braking issue. The problem which I had was, while I was riding the motorcycle, I could not stop the bike on time, and because the brake was so spongy, and not so responsive, whenever when I saw the obstacle or the person who was ahead of me brake suddenly, whenever I applied the brake, it did not stop at the right time. So first accident, what happened was, I just went and hit the person who was ahead of me. Luckily nobody fell down, and everything was normal. No, there was no problem at all in the first accident. And the second accident which I met was during the early morning time, and a person who was I was going on a straight main road, and a person out of nowhere, he just came in the middle of the road just to cross the motorcycle, just to cross the road. So he was riding on a Splendor, maybe. Yeah, he was riding on a Honda Splendor kind of bike, and all of a sudden I saw him, and he was around how much, like he was around at the distance of 20 feet and 20 to 30 feet, and I saw him suddenly, and I braked the motorcycle. I applied full maximum brake force on my bike, but even like with a speed of around 60 or 70, I was at a good high speed itself on the main road. And when I applied the brake did not respond normally, and because of the low braking performance, I literally, the bike did not stop, and I literally went and hit that guy. He fell down, I fell down. There was a huge loss for me also. The handlebar bent, the forks are bent, and along with the forks, the guard over here, this guard has bent, and I like broke the foot pegs. So, and even the mirror also went. So these all parts are all new, but still now I have not replaced the handlebar and the risers, because these two have also been bent, and I have not replaced the front forks, because front forks, there's not any physical damage onto it, and but when you ride it, it's clearly evident that the forks are bent. And these all problems which I have been faced, and the accident which I met, was all because of one reason which I understood yesterday. And that problem was when there was a, when like I saw a new showroom open over here in my town. I went to the showroom. And I checked the motorcycle. I took a test ride of the motorcycle just to see if my forks are really bent or not. And then while riding the Speed 400 over there, the test ride motorcycles, I observed one thing which was the brakes in those motorcycles are too good. Too good in the sense they are so good that they are almost up to the level of the KTM Duke 390s. So me being to a Duke 200 rider previously, I did not expect this out of no, like I did not expect this at all. Since I rode the motorcycle, I came to know that the brakes on my motorcycle have a huge fault, and they did not apply normally, and they have a problem when they are very spongy. And this was from the day one. When I took it out of the showroom, the brakes were always like this. So what I feel is, when Tribe is selling such a like expensive motorcycle, they at least have to check how the bike is and how the brakes perform, or else even the showroom people should have done the PDI properly, so that to check if everything is normal or not. And because of this main fundamental problem with the motorcycle, I met with two accidents, and luckily the first one was not a no, first one was all so there was no major problem with the first one, or else there was nobody got hurt on the first accident. But on the second accident, I got hit. The other person also like fell down. Okay, and he had a problem with his back, and I got hurt on my legs. I got hurt on my hands, and when it comes to the bike, the forks bent, and the handlebar bent, and all those things happened. Even the brake lever also got like bent, so I had to replace all those parts. Then I came to realize that all these problems, I thought this bike was a shitty bike, and coming from a Duke 200, KTM Duke 200, those brakes and that performance was too good. And when I realized that yeah, this was the problem, after the test ride of the new motorcycle from the showroom, I came to know that not all the Speed 400s had this problem. It is this my particular bike which had such a huge problem. And because of this one mistake which Triumph has done to me, I had to face a lot of problems in my life. Since since we don't even have a showroom over here, it has been recently been opening in Belgaum. So I took the motorcycle from Kolhapur and rode it all the way 100 kilometers from there to here. And even if yesterday I came to know that there is a problem with my bike, and to get it serviced, there is no service center opened over here. It is still under construction. It's going to take a couple of months right now from the date of uploading. It has been a really bad experience. So what I guys request you is, if you are running or if you are buying any sort of motorcycle, do first check if the brakes and all those things are performing properly. Go test ride the motorcycle, see if those motorcycle brakes are all good, and see if your motorcycle brakes are on par with the test ride motorcycle, or it has to be better than the test ride motorcycle. So if anybody is buying a new bike, I request all of you, mainly the Triumph Speed 400 or the Scrambler 400, please do check if all the braking systems are all good, and then only take the motorcycle out of the showroom, or else you will be in the situation where I was and where I am right now. Now I have to bear the cost of all the problems which my motorcycle has, and also the trauma which I went through when I met with an accident. So I don't know who is responsible for this and whom I have to blame. If you know whom should I ask for and who is responsible for this, do let me know in the comment section down below, so that I can at least reach out to them. And if you know someone who is from Triumph or any showroom, do tag this video to them and say why these people are doing like this. Thank you.